Did you just reach a new dungeon, but you're struggling to beat it because of your underpowered set? Well, don't worry. Today, I'm going to be showing you the 3 best methods to get the best dungeon loot on your best dungeon without even touching the best dungeon you have. For example, I'm going to be getting Abyss Void loot insane right here without even touching this dungeon. The 3 best methods. So without further ado, let's go ahead and begin. For the first method right here is our little daily reward. Now, our daily reward, hopefully everyone has this all sort of new system. I have this one. So basically when you reach the new dungeon, you're going to wait for it to go all the way in the 60s, and especially if you have a streak, which allows you to get more loot. So I'm just going to go ahead and open here. First, getting some boost, so if I actually start doing the dungeon, once I have the dungeon loot, I can actually benefit off these boosts. Also, the fact that I can go ahead and start getting random loot of doing this dungeon multiple times, then 10 over, doing potions right here, and all that loot right here. So right here, I'm getting around 18 loot items. 18 loot items, that's around 6 runs right here by doing absolutely nothing. You could just leave it in game for 1 hour and voila, you have all these special items. Now, there is a limit to this one. So let's go ahead and move another one that also gives you even more items. Now the next one here is boss raids. Now you go ahead and do all 3 boss raids. I have only one left here. Now I'm going to go here and I'm going to go ahead and create one. Basically, do not go out of your way to create the difficult highest level one. You can do level 100, ones that you have no problem with whatsoever. So you can go ahead and go in and one-shot these. Thing is, these things drop a lot of items, and you can do this 3 times every single day. So when you unlock a new dungeon, you can go ahead and get all that loot drops as many times as necessary to be able to unlock it. For example, if I go ahead and start my dungeon right here when the button shows up, I can go ahead and one-shot this level 100 hella and go ahead and kill it. See, right there. Now this does not work for players under level 100, which is a little unfortunate, but here I got 5 items there. So here's the method that actually works for everyone, and you can do unlimited amount of times. And the final method we have here are Gregs. Now for Gregs, what map do you do exactly? If you want to know materials, you can check out my Greg video, but for the rest, the easiest one to get it is from Gilded Skies. And if you don't have Gilded Skies, you can go ahead and do a lower dungeon, like for example Winter Outpost or something like that. I'm going to do Gilded Skies in this case. Now, once you go ahead and load up a dungeon, what you need to do is just basically clear the dungeon until you get a Greg. Now, this shouldn't be too hard. Now, I'm not going to make you wait for it. I'm going to do it with the power of editing, like right about now. Alright, I just got a Greg here. Now, it may take multiple tries. For that, you can actually check my Greg video. That explains a lot of it. Now, what you need to do is just beat Greg normally, just like this. And now when you defeat Greg, boom, you get 3 items, and then you can rinse and repeat. You can do this up to your heart's content. And if you want to like play it early or do like anything, you can actually buy Greg bounties, but that will cost 3,000 platinum each. Well, did that help you out getting through their dungeon for the very first time? Once you have all this loot, now's your time to actually go into that dungeon and beat it for your first time. Reminder that non-hardcore is your best friend when it's beating your dungeon for the first time. You do not need to hard focus on hardcore beating. That's pretty much it. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe. YouTube says you'll have like this video right here, and waddle out, my friends.